yellow class. This is Thursday, January the 26th. Somebody's birthday, so happy birthday, whoever it may be. Not here. Okay, whatever. It's somebody's birthday somewhere. All right, here comes this guy here. They wanted us to write down his equation on the first one. It's first one the H or the K's. It's up or down, left or oh. Again, this left-right thing not only is going to be important for the lesson we're doing today, but the one on Tuesday. So if you had to become an expert at any one of them, I would say be an expert at the H, because that's the one where it's the opposite signs. Here it comes. Y equals what? Someone start me off on this guy. X minus 1, of course, that guy gets to be squared. If you put in your arrows, which if you didn't, I'm going to ask you to put them in this last time. Eventually, I can see some of you like, okay, I don't even need the arrows anymore. It's automatic. But again, it wants us to move it to the right. On this guy, we know that normally to the right is positive, to the left is negative. But because the formula that now I'm hidden up here, and I can't get to now, let me get up there. Let's get this thing, we'll do it. Let me get up there. Good, I think so. Because in the form the H has that minus sign in front. Minus in math, of course, means, hey, give me the opposite of. So here, when you move it to the right one, technically that's positive 1. But when I put it in here, it says x and the opposite of that positive 1. Oh, x and the opposite of the positive 1. So move to the right, put in that. There are my quotes for that guy. No big deal. If you got that one right, feel good about yourself. The picture though actually does, as I'm recapping, so for those who are like, okay, I heard this before, cool. This is also called spiral practice. One thing they want us to do more is, day 1, you say the thing, you do some of it. Day 2, you say the thing again, and do some new part. Day 3, maybe say something about that one, and day 2, so that by the time you're taking the assessment, you're like, okay, heard it. All right, heard it, boom, there's my points. As a matter of fact, on day 4, so not next Tuesday, but next Thursday, it's my goal to give you a portion of the assessment. The portion that has all the parabolas, let's get that part out of the way, which is 2 out of the 4 of the standards have that. Hey, number 4, someone different, say it. Let's see if I can get down. Can I just hold this in air? Oh, yeah. All right, left hand? Oh, not lefty. Go too far. All right. There we go. This one wants me to go 5 units down. Oh, that's not good. It's down. 5 units down. For this one, the 5 is it gonna be a plus 5 or minus 5? Yeah, minus the K, which is the easiest because he's always a number at the very end, and he's always exactly what he appears to be. He says up, I'm positive. If I'm down, I'm negative. He's exactly what he appears to be. I was trying to find some kind of a analogy for the guy inside. It's an analogy for inside where you're the opposite. You know, you're pretending. You're a faker when you're inside. I don't know what, like when you're at school, you're pretending to be something that you're not. I can't think of a thing yet, but I want some kind of analogy that says, hey, when I'm inside, I do the opposite of. Here we go. Y equals x squared, and then what? Yeah. I don't expect that to be on the test. If it is, I'll be surprised. Just because it's so easy. The parenthesis is harder because you have to change the number or whatever. But that one at the end, I'd just be surprised if they put that on there. All right, and the last guy down below, he's important. That fraction. All right, but this guy, what am I writing for this one? Someone different. Y equals. And don't forget that square. Square makes it a parabola without it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even move this guy. I had to move it down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm not making a different color. Just so it can stand out. The 1/4. Someone is going to make the parabola wider or narrower? Yeah, wider. And I wish there were more of those because I like to throw out that fraction. Where are you, my friend? Oh, nothing moved. He stayed right there. He's on the outside. If you're writing with pencil, maybe you might want to highlight it. I'll even put that here. Hopefully, if you got this one right, you feel good about yourself. And on the next page, I'm going to put all 3 of them together. What we're doing with these parabolas, they are going to do with a different. They're going to give you a different formula, For the A, H and K will do the same thing on them. And what they want to teach you is, hey, if it works for one, it works for all. So 17, where are you, 17? This is the one I want to come around and put a check mark on. So these down below. Ooh, oh wow, they did it all on that one. If I don't know, I may not have chosen. They have the two numbers, which unfortunately they didn't change them because some people put them out of order. Not only do they do a fraction, but they also do that negative sign. All right, I'm coming around to Mark. Where are you? Pause. Let me say some stuff real fast about this. All right, take a 30-second break. Problem 17, take 2. Um, all right. What did I do here? I'm gonna do it in blue so it can be 3D and mess up people at home who are not watching. So here's the deal here. 3 units to the right. To the right is normally positive, left is normally negative. But this one you have to do the opposite. So instead of going a +3, it's a -3. Down, that's exactly the same. If it says go down 3, you do a -3. Me, I like to put it on the arrow so that when it's time to put it into the problem, I just pluck it and put it in. The bad news on this problem, which I did say earlier, is which 3 is which. I don't like when they put the same number, because even if a student messes up thinking that the down goes inside and the right goes outside, well, you get lucky and you get it right both ways. The last thing I was saying is that negative sign makes you reflect the parabola over the x-axis. Reflect over the x-axis. Sorry that you guys had to hear it twice, but just in case someone actually listens to that thing, they'll have it. Here's the picture I'm going to draw. To show that the fraction is going to make it wider, oh man, there's a whole lot of stuff to do. Step 1, 3 to the right, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm close to it. It flips down. But how can you tell if that thing is wider? I'm going to put a dotted black guy. Can you change color? Make it black. I'm going to put this dotted guy in here so that I can tell that this belongs to the outside guy. If you didn't do that, I can kind of tell it's wide. I won't be like, wait a second, that's the same. Just the fact that you have it flipped down over there, I would give you credit for that. One last thing, do me a favor, and I haven't been asking for it. Do me a favor, write down what the vertex is. A parenthesis with the vertex. I'm going to go turn on the air because I forget outside might be cold, but inside I'm a little warm. Especially as I use a little energy to try and not put some of you to sleep. And some of you are still like, look, you're love, but I'm too sleepy. All right, 3, -3. Write down that vertex. Eventually, one day, you're going to be given just the vertex. No picture, no paragraph. And they're going to say, please write the equation that goes with the parabola with that vertex. The good news is, the first number goes first. The second number goes second. Automatically. First one goes inside, second one goes outside. And you just change the sign on the first one, and you win the game. So if you're given a vertex, it's easy to go back and get the correct answer. Alright, so let's pause this thing and remember that I did that. Pass out the new sheet. Alright. And so from here, we were able to write the general equation for y equals x squared. I want you to try, do it in pencil that way if you have to erase it. You can fix it. Above this guy, I want you to write what you think the general equation will be for y equals x, the absolute value of x. While you're doing that, I'm also going to sketch the picture of it, the thing that you're going to be moving around. So again, if there was we're writing down a learning target, it would be to transform functions. Transform functions. All right, so that's the picture. To know if you're doing it exactly right, technically, those diagonal lines, they go from one corner of the box to the other corner. So it's like a 45-degree angle is one way to say it. Let's see again. So from the center to the corner. But let's just say you have that V and you're close enough. I'll take it. I'm going to come around and mark is what you tried for the general equation. Because the beauty of that is, we know in math, there's supposed to be numbers to get the answer correct. You gotta have numbers. Once the numbers all disappear, that's when some students, math are like, what? But if you were able to do it, I'm proud of you. I'm impressed by you. If you weren't able to do it, but you wrote something down, it's the effort that counts, which is why I'm going to put down the check mark. So, how do you get a check mark? Write anything. y equals, and then make up stuff. But again, your hint, look back at this guy over here that I did on the front. Um, Look what I did here. There's the original. So y equals x squared. Notice where they put the a. Notice where they put the k. Notice where they put the h. Yes, I know in this new one there's no squared and no parentheses, but text around, and then we'll go from there. Long time ago this thing would just stay up. Especially if you wrote some down. Y equals. Somebody want to tell me what I would put next? Yeah. A goes first. Somebody want to tell me something different? What goes inside? The whole x minus h thing, and that looks like a 9, so I know I'm going to mess somebody up with that. Sorry about that. Not a 9, should have been in class. All right, and what's the last part? No squared on this one, even though I know for the last one it would have been. But this guy, because the original doesn't have a 2, when you expand it, he doesn't get a 2 either.
Plus K.
Plus K. And now there'll be some others. Oh, let me put the other one. You guys are going to win over the other classes. I did do this with them, but I'm going to do it with you. Where am I squeezing? I'm going to squeeze in the next one that we're going to type into the computer, and you'll get one of these for it. You just won't get it today. But you're going to get this other one up here, y equals radical x. How much space do they have? My space, they might be able to squeeze it in near their name above, down at the very bottom. Sure, bottom right is where you can write yours. Mine is going up here because I don't have the space. But please write down. You'll have to put this one into the graphing calculator, which today we're going to see if we can get and use decimals. Good, that's good. Y equals radical x. Notice my radical sign, I put that little kind of mark at the end to say when it ends. That's going to wind up being important so I know what's inside the house and what's outside. Hey, what does he want us to do with this? Do me a favor. For this equation, which you will get eventually, please write down the general form of y equals radical x. The general form. In other words, put in the letter A, H, K. The good news will be, they all kind of always go in the same place. This one I'm going to come and check mark. After that, we'll do maybe 3 of these, get the computer, do about 3 or 4 of those, and then call it big. What if I know how to do every single one of these on here? I'll do it. Wait. That way when I'm asking you to do it next class, you guys can do with the others. Also, you don't just forget what you wrote there. So I'll just say, all right, do move to the right. Moves left 4 units. Do the one where it moves down 5 units. And the one where it's 6 and 5. Put in the arrows for me the first few times and I get it. Some of you you no longer need the arrows above, like move to the left and then put in the number part in quotes. But these first couple of times, go ahead and do that. Why is he only going to do 3 of these? Because they're starting to get the feel of it. If you don't, make sure you pay attention when I put it up there, and then we'll get the computers. As a matter of fact, all right, here it comes. This one is going 4 to the left. Oh yeah, sure, appreciate that. 4 to the left. You notice the 4 to the left is really positive, but again, that guy's going to be opposite. There won't be any parentheses. The absolute value bars will act as that. Someone tell me what to write next. Absolute value of what? Appreciate that. X plus 4. The end. Take a look at it. You switch it. Switch it. Anything a teacher writes on the board, they want you to have that. The actual picture, though, it really is 1, 2, 3, 4. It really is that. I'm going to write it the vertex. I should have asked you to write the vertex. But here it comes. Negative 4, comma 0. Some people still get confused with the 0 first or what comes after that. Here comes the up, down, up, down. This one wants to go down. We know that down really is just a regular negative 5. Someone tell me what to write. Thanks. So it turns out on this one, no A. In the absolute value, you will have the x, y, and stuff, and I probably should have said that. Oh, I'm glad I'm doing these then. No squared on this one on the old thing because it had a square in the original. But what goes at the end? They look a little weird. So I like that I'm doing these then. All right, and then the combo. Now that you see what I did with these, hopefully the combo, if you need to adjust it before you raise your hand, adjust it. Um, and then I will do that. Hopefully you feel the rhythm. I'm gonna check for hands just a moment. Give people a chance to adjust it if they need to adjust it. Some people may put in a squared and it doesn't need to be one there. Someone may, instead of writing absolute value, they did parabolas. And all these are just gonna do, yeah, two-stroke first, two-stroke first. So let's say we, yeah. And the idea is so that as you're typing in, people have, that one I should send that back to you. So that one should send back to you. Thank you. All right, hands if you have the 6 and the 4 ready to go. So I come and check mark that one. I see front row, go front row, back row. Don't eat up all the others though. If you are a very bad person, don't do it. All right, I'm gonna take over. It just feels like baseball thing. Let's get this part. As I come around and check off this part, you can start starting up the computers. You start starting up the computers because now we're going to do step 2, which is eventually practice typing in those guys. Where I'm doing this guy here. All right. All right. I'm coming. Let's see. All right. Check mark is for effort. Right, here it comes. Right. If you can write the vertex, do so. So that if ever they just give you the vertex, they give you the opposite. Right, coming. Some of y'all who are doing them all when I ask you. Well, I can just make sure that you're making those like that. So you should have the letter B for all your pictures. If you have the letter U for any of your pictures, what you're saying is you're making a parabola. They do not want a parabola. They want a straight V. Now, unless I didn't make a good job. Yeah. No, it looks okay. That's V. All right. So again, make those guys V's. Don't do all the rest right now. Save those. But again, how should I fight students trying to do more? But don't do more. All right. Any questions? Even though oh, we didn't finish it. Let's do this one and try and get a few minutes on the computer. For those who are getting their computers ready, eventually we're going to go to desmos.com. Help me out here. Oh, what did this do? Oh, good. Now it's recording my. All right, what's going inside the absolute value bar? X and -6, yeah, because it's going to the right. What's going at the very end? -4. Appreciate that. Not like a teacher when they're like, what is the answer to this? And they're like, anybody? All right, here goes to the right. So the left-right is always the opposite. Yeah, there it is. And again, even with the radical, once we get these, it's the same process. There are actually about 10 functions. I'm not doing all 10. But no matter what the function is, if ever you need to move something left and right, find the letter X and put -H next to it, inside of something. Inside a house, inside the absolute value bars, inside parentheses. If you need to move something up or down, no matter what function they give you, you just write that number at the very end, +K. As a matter of fact, will they be able to do it? Somebody who wants like a little mini challenge, can I do it? Yeah, let me see what they write. This is going to be weird. There's a thing called trigonometry, and there's a thing called a sine wave. Sine of x. I'll maybe help them with the x. do me a favor, just for a little challenge. Let me see what you do. Write down the general version of this sine wave. In other words, due to this, what we just did over here, just so that you can see or feel like, okay, if I need to, this can go up or down. Oh, I know where to put. If I need to move it left or right, oh, I know where to put that. And if I need to change something, now where to put that, that might be a little tricky, but still try it. Try really fast before we do the easy stuff. Those who tried, I'm going to put the answer on the board. Those who don't, this is a unit 6. Unit 6, standard 2, you'll wind up actually having to do that. So they reach all the way back. So try and write that down. I'll give 20 seconds, then I'll write on the board, then I'll tell us what we're going to put into the computer. I'm recording right now. I'm going to write down that answer in the computer. Ultimately, there'll wind up being 6 functions that you're going to type in there. One for the first person, second person will duplicate. The second one for the first person, duplicate. And then from there, we're going to try to, yeah, we'll probably delete and retype it. In any case, for anyone who tried that one, to move it left or right, where are you? The first one I'll give you is going to be a sine. What am I going to do? Put in with the x. Anyone know? In this case, it'll be a minus h. And then what's going to be at the very end? Yeah. And all it says is for this is just a wave. It goes up and down like a roller coaster. If I need to move this roller coaster up 2 units, I move it up 2 units, and I still make it a roller coaster. Okay. So those are just the general guys. All right. What is it that he wants us to do to begin with? He wants them to start with something that they know. So each person will type it in. Whoever feels more comfortable first. If you're equally comfortable, then it doesn't matter who does it first. I want you to type in the general formula, not for the absolute value. Let's do that one. Type in the general formula for the. Now let's do all 3 in a row. Let's do the general formula for the square, the parabola first. And then let's just see the sliders do their thing. So a x minus h. When you do your assessment, you of course will do it on your own, so you won't be in partners. But this time, what I want you to do, I want this typed in twice. Whoever types it in first, a bunch of a, h, and k's are going to show up. The second person, you'll just type in exactly the same thing. Why both people? Just that way, we'll do that. Eventually, we're going to delete that, and then we're going to type in 2 other general formulas. And we're just going to move it around. The idea is, hey, can you move around your slider? So as I'm walking around, you're going to decimals.com, which if I didn't say so, you need to be there. So you're going to decimals.com. I may even put mine up on the board. I get a chance. Decimals.com. It should be a graphic calculator. Hit the big red button up here there. You're going to put that one in. Both people will do it, so the first person will do it once, and then the second person will do it after. Once you get all, then you get it. Have some of you get it in? Oh, but did it type it in twice yet, or only once? Okay, you still got both those in. Right, so someone else, whoever the second person type in the same function. The main goal of this activity is, hey, if I need to type this in inside my computer, can I get it there? Watch over there, because then it's your turn to do that. That needs to be twice. So when I come around, I want to see it twice. Okay, good, good. I see it twice over here. The first person types it in, the second person types it in. Now it's his turn. All right, got it once. Now it's the next person's turn to type the same function. Alright, good. We're doing 6 times. Susan do it. Decimals.com. Oh, am I back here? Did I? Oh, sorry, not Decimals. That's another website. Here. these three equations, you're typing into desmos.com. Just to practice on the assessment, you'll have something similar to that. Eventually, you have to match it up. So that's what we're doing now. How to use this guy in a circle. How to move a circle, left, right, up, down. How to write out the formula for it. And the idea will be the same thing you keep doing with this H is the part that's going to be most important in a circle. So they're just trying to give you guys patterns so that you can look at any general formula and say, oh, they moved this thing down 1.5. Oh, they moved this to the right 3. So that's the main thing. With that said, I think those are the pieces of the puzzle we need. If you need something from the current unit, you need to finish 6 pages, you test or you need to do something, hold back. If all your stuff is done, today you'd like to get one last thing, let me say this so I don't get in trouble. It is true that in general,